heard somebody say your name today, and everything inside me changed. Like time folded back on itself and brought your memory off the shelf. I tried to act like I was fine, like you don't still cross my mind. But some things never truly fade, no matter how much distance came. I can move on with my days, but not from what your love became. Your old jacket's gone away, but I still feel you in the gray of quiet nights and empty streets, where memory and longing meet. I learned to smile without your touch, but some nights still hurt too much. And every little thing I see pulls you back to me. Maybe love leaves marks too deep for time alone to ever reach. My heart still knows your name, like a fire without flame. Every silence, every scar still remembers who you are. I try to bury what remains, but your echo stays the same. And no matter how I change, my heart still knows your name. Maybe forgetting isn't real when someone taught your heart to feel. Maybe moving on just means learning how to live between the life you have and what you lost, still carrying the cross. No voice, no face, still I feel your trace. My heart still knows your name through every season, every change. Every dream I can't outrun still reaches for what we were once. I know someday this ache may fade, but tonight it still remains. And no matter where I go again, my heart still knows your name. So if your memory calls someday, I know my heart will still obey, because it never changed. My heart still knows your name. I found a box beneath my bed with all the things we never said, Polaroids and faded light of days that felt so right. We were laughing unaware that time would leave us standing there, frozen moments, soft and true, before I lost you. I didn't know back then at all. These memories would make me fall. Oh, photos, new tears, bringing back the buried years. Every smile we used to know cuts me deeper as they show. I try to look away, I do, but every frame brings back you. And all I've got left to hold are old photos, new tears. There's one of us in summer rain. You're smiling through what feels like pain, like even then you somehow knew we wouldn't make it through. I trace your face inside the glass, like I could bring you back from past. But paper can't return a soul, it only takes its toll. And every picture says your name, but nothing feels the same. Oh, photos of new tears, still carrying all our years. Every corner of that frame still remembers how we changed. I counted album, try to breathe, but it won't ever leave. All I feel is what appears in old photos, new tears. Maybe love doesn't stay alive, it just survives in archived lives and captured light, and still remains of joy that turns to pain. And maybe that's why I still go back to what the camera couldn't last. Flash gone, but the feeling lives on. Oh, photos and new tears, still echoing through the years. Every picture pulls me through to a version made of you. I try to let the past go by, but it still makes me cry. And every memory reappears in old photos, new tears. So I close the box once more tonight, but I still see your light in old photos, new tears. I wake up in the same old space, but something's gone I can't replace. The quiet feels a little wild since you stepped out of my life. I go through motions day by day, but half of me still drifts your way, like I'm not fully here at all, just waiting for your call. I learned learn to function, learn to cope, but not to let you go. It's one heart missing another, still searching under covers of every thought, every night when you're not by my side. I try to live, I try to be, but I'm not whole without you and me. And every breath feels incomplete. One heart missing another beat. Your side of things still feels too near, like you might reappear in every shadow, every sound that echoes all around. I talk to you inside my mind, like distance was just out of line, and not a break I can't repair that leaves you not there. Some connections don't erase, they just reshape empty space. It's one heart missing another, still learning how to suffer in silence. I can't define where you were once aligned. I move forward, but I see the part of you inside of me still pulling softly underneath. One heart missing another's beat. Maybe love was never meant to survive once it's been spent, or maybe it just changes form into something still unborn. And maybe missing is the sign of hearts that never stop the line. Half of me, still you I see. It's one heart missing another, no substitute, no cover, just a space that won't unwind inside this life of mine. I carry on, I try to live, but all I've got left to give is everything I still repeat. One heart missing another beat. And maybe time will understand what it means to lose your hand when one heart's missing another. Every station, every street, I catch your shadow passing me. Familiar jacket, familiar hair, and for a second you are there. I turn too fast, my heart reacts like love still lives in old habits. But every face becomes someone new and never turns to you. I tell myself to stop this game, but my eyes still search your name. I'm still looking for you in crowds, in every face that stands out now. Every stranger passing by feels like a maybe for a while. I know you're gone, I know the truth. Still my heart keeps chasing you, and everywhere the city moves, I'm still looking for you in crowds. Coffee shops and traffic lights, late trains running through the night. Every room I walk into still feels incomplete without you. I don't mean to hold on this tight, but missing you became my sight. And every time somebody smiles, I stay frozen for a while. Maybe healing takes more time when love still lives inside your mind. I'm still looking for you in crowds, like somehow fate will work it out. Like one more glance could bring us back before our world faded to black. I know that people come and go, but letting go still feels too slow. And every busy avenue still makes me look for you. Maybe it's not really you that I'm searching all this through. Maybe it's the way I felt before everything else fell. And maybe crowds just make it worse. Too many faces, not yours first. So many eyes, so many names, still none of them feel the same. Even when I say it out loud, every passing silhouette feels like someone I almost met. I try to move, I try to heal, but memories still feel too real. And everywhere this whole world moves, I'm still looking for you in crowds. And maybe someday I won't turn around. Every time I lose you in a crowd. The morning's quiet, pale and slow, like it already seems to know the way you used to watch me breathe before you slipped away from me. It lights the room in silver blue, and somehow still feels close to you. Like every glow across the night still holds your light. I try to look away and rest, but it pulls you from my chest. The moon reminds me of you in everything I go through. Every shimmer, every view still feels like something we once knew. I stand alone beneath the sky and wonder how we said goodbye. And every night I can't unblue. The moon reminds me of you. The city sleeps, but I stay up, still chasing what we gave up. Your memory in every breeze moves softly through the trees. I swear I hear you in the wind, like you were never gone again. And every star I try to see feels like you're watching me. Maybe distance can erase the way you lived in every place. Maybe that's why I still stay, looking up when you're away. Cold sky, warm pain, your face again. The more reminds me of you, and every lonely thing I do, every glow across the night still feels like your goodbye. I know the world keeps moving through, but I'm still stuck on me and you. And every night I get unblue, the moon reminds me of you. So I keep watching from below, where only memories still go. And every night already knew, the moon reminds me of you. It didn't end with shouting voices, no broken glass, no final choices, just words that softened into air, like you were almost never there. The room stayed still, the light stayed on, but something human felt withdrawn, like love had quietly resigned and left no trace behind. I didn't hear you walk away, but everything still changed that day. It's the silence after your love that hurts more than what it was. No ending line, no last goodbye, just emptiness I can't deny. It lingers where you used to be, a kind of heavy clarity, and now I live inside the shove of silence after your love. I talk to you in empty space, like you might answer from someplace, but nothing comes, no sign, no sound, just absence all around. Even memories feel unsure, like they're not what they were before, just echoes trying to survive a love that lost its life. And every night I understand you slipped right through my hands. It's the silence after it someday, but tonight it won't go away. The silence after your love. Your picture's gone from off the wall, but I still notice where it was. A faded square, a lighter shade, like proof that something used to stay. The house still creaks the way it did, but now it sounds so different here. Every room feels stretched too wide since you said goodbye. I thought time would rearrange all the emptiness you made, but the space you left behind still lives inside my mind. In every quiet, every room, in every lonely afternoon. I try to fill what's missing now, but nothing fits the way you did somehow. And every day I realize I'm living with the space you left behind. Your coffee mug still sits untouched, like maybe I've avoided us. I move around it carefully, like breaking it would break me. The window catches evening light the same way it did every night, and all the little things we knew still point me back to you. Some absences don't disappear, they settle softly everywhere. The space you left behind keeps echoing through time, in every memory that stays, in every word I couldn't say. I try to learn to be okay, but part of me still waits each day for someone who won't reappear inside the space you left here. Maybe love becomes a mark, a quiet imprint on the heart, not loud enough for others to see, but strong enough to alter me. And maybe healing doesn't mean erasing what has been. You left, but somehow stayed in every little place. The space you left behind still follows me through every night, every shadow, every door feels different than before. I know life keeps moving on, but your absence still feels strong, and every breath reminds my mind of the space you left behind. So I sit here with the quiet air, feeling you in what's no longer there. Inside the space you left behind. Mm-hmm. We cracked in places we ignored, like quiet leaks beneath the floor. Nothing loud, nothing to see, just slowly losing you and me. We learned to smile through the strain, to call the hurt a little pain. But every glance we didn't need spoke what we couldn't speak. I saw it coming line by line, but I still stayed every time. We broke, but I stayed through every silence love delayed, through every word we didn't say, through every moment slipping away. You let go piece by piece, but I held on, refused release. Even when we came undone, I stayed when I should have run. You drifted further, I stayed close, like I could save what hurt the most. But love can't fix what's already gone, it just keeps holding on. I memorized your fading tone, like I could turn it back alone. But even effort starts to fade when only one side stays. I mistook hope for something real, but silence showed me how you feel. We broke, but I stayed in every version love decayed. I stayed through storms you didn't see, through all the losing parts of me. You left in ways I couldn't trace, but I still held that empty space. And every night I replayed how we broke, but I stayed. Maybe love isn't always true, sometimes it's just what one will do to hold a story past its end, even when it won't mend. And maybe staying was my fault, but I would choose it after all. You let go, I held tight in the ruins of a night. We broke, but I stayed in every promise that decayed. I stayed where nothing could be saved, still hoping we could be remade. But love can't live on just one side, no matter how much I tried. And now I see what time displayed. We broke, but I stayed. And still I wonder late at night if staying never made it right, or just made me what I became, the one who stayed while we broke in flames. You didn't leave the way I thought. No final words, no closing shot, just fading steps I couldn't trace, a slow disappearance of your place. No door that slammed, no turning back, just silence where your voice went black. And I still wait for something new, from you. I thought an ending had a line, but yours just stretched through space and time. Your goodbye never ended. It just keeps being repeated. And every day I try to live in everything I can't forgive. It didn't break, it didn't fall. It just became a part of all. And every breath I try to send meets your goodbye. Clean the spaces that you left, but still feel haunted in my chest. Like absence learned to stay and grow in places only we would know. You were once, but never there. And every moment feels the same since you became the pain. No clean cut, no final thread, just echoes in my head. Just drifted unattended through every hour, every room, through every shade of quiet gloom. I try to move, I try to bend, but there's no point that it can end. It just keeps coming back. Your goodbye never ended. Maybe some departures stay and never fully go away. They don't conclude, they don't resolve, they just evolve into a space you cannot run, a story that is never done. Not gone, not here, just always near. Your goodbye never ended. It just keeps being extended through every memory I own, through every night I'm alone. I try to break, I try to bend, but I don't reach a final end. And every part of me has said, your goodbye never ended. And maybe that's the truth I learn. Some goodbyes don't ever turn, they just stay where they began. Never ending, never planned. The ceiling stares me down again. Another night I can't pretend. Closing my eyes will set me free from everything you left in me. The room is dark, but not enough to hide the shape of what was us. Every silence speaks your name, and nothing feels the same. I try to drift, I try to rest, but you keep waking in my chest. Your memory won't let me sleep. It pulls me under way too deep. Every thought becomes your face, every dream becomes your place. I turn around, I change the light, but I still lose to you each night. And no matter how tired I seem, your memory won't let me sleep. Your hoodie hangs beside the door, like you still live here somehow more. And every little thing I keep turns missing you into routine. The midnight rain taps on the glass, like echoes from our fading past. And every hour stretches long since you've been gone. I thought the time would bring relief, but night still carries all my grief. Your memory won't let me sleep. It lingers where my heart still bleeds. Every shadow in this room still somehow carries you. I try to breathe, I try to breathe, but nighttime makes you all too real. And every silence in between, your memory won't let me sleep. Maybe love becomes a ghost when you miss somebody most. A quiet presence in the dark, still beating through the heart. And maybe I'm afraid to dream, because you're waiting there for me. Eyes closed, heart awake, still haunted by your shame. Your memory won't let me sleep. It keeps replaying endlessly. Every word, every goodbye, still alive inside my mind. I know someday this hate may fade, but tonight I'm still afraid of what the dark might bring to me. Your memory won't let me sleep, so I stay awake till morning light. fighting ghosts of you tonight, while your memory won't let me sleep.